This Lifetime Achievement Award is voted by the trustees of the
What's up,
AFI
Parlour?
to the individual
My name is DRENT.
who has advanced the art of film. You ask any kid,
Shout out to
and
the
he'll
Parlour.
tell you that Jack
Shout out to Motif
is the
magazine.
hippest place in the universe.
We're gonna get into some
the
stuff here.
coolest place. And I think if tonight proves anything, it proves three things. One is that, as we see, they couldn't possibly have chosen better. Two is that you are a man with an extraordinary love and tolerance for your friends.
We here.
And three, that we, your friends, love you very much indeed.
Hey, yo, what's up? My name is DRENT. I'm from Providence, Rhode Island. Shout out to Motif magazine for having me. Shout out to the Parlour for hosting the event, Between the Lines podcast. Hey, yo, I got a song called We All Have Parts. Edibles, can I get the beat up a little bit? Hey, yo, check it. I'm gonna need y'all to rock with me on this one. Whether we got 5 or 5,000. Check, I got a part of me that's overly critical. It's pitiful, feeling depressed and miserable. The residual effects reflect the crutch. Plus, being good enough expects too much because it's tough. Where do I go from here? I can't take my life despite my fears. From the last year and a half, having panic attacks, wanting to drop dead instead of getting out of bed. Dreading Mondays, including the Sabbath. It's tragic, I'm stagnant, pursuing my passions. Parts of me hold on and linger, thinking I'm fat, wishing I'm thinner, bridging gap thighs and lies disguised as being bitter. But the bigger I get, there's less regret that I overslept, wasting my breath, working till death, living paycheck to paycheck, everything's a mess. Inexcusable. What suits everyone else isn't suitable. It's unusual. I prefer to say I'm pretty ugly before you're beautiful, since it's a part of me that lacks confidence, hating compliments. Low self-esteem's hard to reason with. When tween, woman of my dreams, falling in and out for that same routine. That's what these parts do. Barely manage, probably while my body's in a state of panic. Chest pain, lost love, weight gain, no cost, left lane, run off in unison, but constantly confused. States of confusion, fuck waiting for the end. We made our conclusion. There's parts of us keep the status quo. There's also parts of us I want to get to know, cause we all have parts, we all have parts, we all have parts tearing us apart. Yeah, we all have parts, we all have parts, we all have parts tearing us apart. Yeah, we all have parts, we all have parts tearing us apart. Yeah, we all have parts tearing us apart. Yeah, we all have.
Yeah. Yo, hold on. Stop it. I get it. You doing the IFS.
I know if you've been tapped in
you got
with
these
us by
parts,
now.
You the Dick Schwartz of rap.
But if you've
yo,
come to
I
the
need you to
Parlour
level the fuck up,
and
my
open
guy.
mic
What are
on
we really
Wednesdays,
talking about here?
whether
you know
it's
what?
5
Get
people
him
in
this
this
real
bitch,
shit.
or whether it's
time for
5,000,
parts two.
we
Drop
get up
that.
in here. Yo, Parlour, when I say we all have motherfucking parts, I need you, I need you, I need Sean, I need Eric, all y'all to scream that shit. Yo, we all have tearing us apart. Yeah, we all have, yo, tearing us apart. I had parts, critical in ways that I still want to talk to Dave. He tells me to ride the wave, not to give a fuck about it. Making above minimum wage, trying to get 100,000. I'm grinding, making deliveries. I was told if you want to get it by any means. When that peaks, no time off through September. Clean out the post office, gotta get a Tesla. I do NDR like it's nothing. Block 25 reps and bench pressing. All praise to Dick Schwartz, Francine Shapiro making our disturbances. 7-0, this the IFS level 1. We about to level up, DRENT and Motif. People thought we couldn't get it done. Parts keep status quo, still quoted. This is part 2, duly noted. Forever, we all have parts. We all have tearing us apart. Yeah, we all have parts. We all have tearing us apart. Yeah, we all have parts. We all have parts tearing us apart. Yeah, we all have parts. We all have parts tearing us apart, tearing us apart, tearing us apart. Yeah, throwing us under. Hey, let you know that we coming like thunder. Hey, where you at? Where you at? Thank you. Yo, shout out to you in the back, because you filmed me last week. What is your name? I can't hear. We'll talk after. But yo,
Shit started as a
I
dynasty.
appreciate you because I saw you filming me last week
I ain't
and that was
charging
dope.
1,500 for a verse.
This song's called Lawyer Fees.
But my price just
That's why
went
they
up
call
after
me
this
motherfucking
album.
Dren. Yeah, hey, they tried to do me dirty. Told me stop rapping, dog, you gon' catch a 30. Age like time, took sips in the finest. You trying to catch a vibe, ain't no feeling behind it, but no one's sleeping. Or made offers, I focus on trauma, not how you rapping in concert. Y'all want a real MC, where's your focus? Dog, I had empty crowds before there was COVID. Don't push my buttons, nah, I ain't gonna fall for it. I held my ground, most of y'all kept sucking dick, you got a problem. Hey yo, call me in person, you won't let me fuck, yo. My people inserted, y'all are so-so. Content on being average, it's all love. But y'all think that I'm combative, this city's caught up. Trying to be famous, but tonight, just know what my name is. I'm motherfucking Trent. I ain't got no friends. My bills are paid, but I'm still in debt. Kept it 100, keep it 2 cents. I'm here to make ends, not make amends, cause I'm motherfucking Trent. I ain't got no bench, trying to cash in, not cash checks. Kept it 100, keep it 2 cents. I'm here to make ends. Yo, they tried to do me dirty. Told me stop rapping, dog, you gon' catch a 30. Age like time, took sips in the barrel. Game trying to wear me down, just like they're apparel. No one's ducked. I'll pass you up. Everyone run it back, but ain't backing you up. Y'all want real shit, ain't ready for war. I'm talking summons, depositions, litigation in court. Just a couple thousand. Just to go get 'em in, wait the fee for me, cause that bloodline is thick. Got a problem, call me for the verdict. You out making moves, let's see it in person. Cut me off, I'll make other arrangements. I'm trying to be known on a first name basis. This city's caught up, trying to be famous, but tonight, just know what my name is. I'm motherfucking Dren. I ain't got no friends, my bills are paid, but I'm still in debt. Kept it 100, keep it 2 cents. I'm here to make ends, not make amends, cause I'm motherfucking Dren. I ain't got no bins, trying to cash in, not cash checks. Kept it 100, keep it 2 cents. We're here to make ends, not make amends, cause we're motherfucking. Let's go. Well, someone want to get me a cup of water? I'm gonna try to do it like Guy Fieri though, on the Hot Wings episode, where there's no milk, no water. I don't even drink milk, so I'm halfway in the game. All right, we're gonna do some new shit. Let's see how this goes. Hey yo, edibles, thank you. Hold on, edibles though, you're getting a little too close. You gotta give me like 6 degrees. You'll know what that is. Hey yo, I rap better than most. I'm the GOAT now. Y'all went from doing coke to smoking dust now. I don't fuck with my girl, that's an LV perfect. These days a straight bullet, more likely to murk you. Jason, my Gucci suit, UPS, if it ain't the caddy. SL5 for the Benz, top down, I'm getting topped off. Feds analyze your man's plays like he's Jaws. Fuck with me, dog, I might write you off. Tax deductions, that's the cost of bossing up. Couldn't stay out your lane, now you fucking up. Had to make the work stretch, shit still plush. Blow cushion formants, bitches speaking Dutch. Had to give a different strokes. Yo, I'm an artist, you either make it out or you fail, there's no margin. Rap put us on more wax in action. Bronson, dog, I can't stop gunning for your pedestal. Load the shots turn you to vegetables. Say I'm the GOAT, that's immeasurable. Fuck 6 degrees, yo. Yo, say that shit. Say I'm top tier, who the fuck is you? Fuck 6 degrees, yo. Say I'm dope though, who the fuck is you? Fuck 6 degrees, yo. Give an inch or two. Say I'm the GOAT, who the fuck is you? Fuck 6 degrees, yo. Say this my year, it's only 22. Fuck 6 degrees, yo. Give an inch or two. Y'all sound threatened, cause I rap good. Stupid little bitch, you don't rap good. I demand support, you suck dick. I'm getting top, taking top off your budget. Blow smoke in a foreign, twin foxes, on different time now. Wristwatch switch, I keep it a buck. Razor blade is a fifth, no scratch on my name. Like a lotto tick, y'all on some bullshit. Catch me in the whip, doing 90 in the freeway. Caught my drift, I like my girl bad. Wearing my cloth, I'm buckling my buckles. She don't get blocked jaw. Hey yo, thought she was it. Had to back in. Thought it was ill, but the vibes ain't it. Teddy, give me beats, I'ma rhyme on that bitch. I'ma slide on your shit, 20% tips. Going all in for this little movement. I cook good, I fuck good. My head getting stupid, I'm dumb nice. Hey yo, peep the execution. Keep bucks in the wall, Hove and Rick Rubin. Dog, I can't stop shooting for your pedestal.
Shots turn you to vegetables. You're done.
Say I'm the GOAT, that's immeasurable. Fuck 6 degrees, yo, give me an inch or two. DRENT, say I'm top tier. Who the fuck is you? Fuck 6 degrees, yo, give an inch or two. Say this my year, it's only 22. Fuck 6 degrees, yo, give an inch or two. Say I'm dope though. Who the fuck is you? Fuck 6 degrees, yo, give an inch or two. Say I'm the GOAT. Who the fuck is you? Fuck 6 degrees, yo, give an inch or two. Thank you guys for rocking with me so far. You know, they say at DRENT performance, you don't gotta go to the gym. You just gotta keep rapping. I'm really trying real hard not to drink that bottle of water. I'm going the full 30. This is called flirtation device. I don't want to get a sandwich at your workplace. I don't give a fuck, even if I had to curb bait. Even at my worst days, I remain potent. My dick the best thing to come out your mouth. Keep it open, this that ignorant shit. I'm out here chilling, got a bad bitch with me. Maybe the villain, y'all don't want smoke with me. My pan fire, your competition, your peers, idols, my rivals. Switch your style up, same since day one. Y'all dick riding waves, still getting stunned. It's all about the lyrics, I don't want drama. I prefer Nick Cannon over Capitana. Your man's Twitter beefing, dying from old age. Won't eat pussy, but his favorite rapper is old Drake. Stay in your lane, it don't work both ways. I get straight to the bag, ain't taking a lunch break. These are throwaways, recycle garbage in venue corners, trying to act the hardest. If I slide, I'm the one getting killed, but I'd rather die. Pay off medical bills, bitches out killing my vibe. Otherwise we good, most rappers got MS. See y'all shook, got rappers on my hit list. It's implicit, keep enemies close, even with social distance. There's some next level ties, higher motives. Y'all out making claim like it's open enrollment, so it's ill words, drank, clean cut, blow. Better use Lysol when you step in my house. Bitches in my crosshairs, only when I snipe y'all. Treat them like my taxes, I'ma going right off. Headed to the yacht, I'm like Dexter how I pop off. Head back to the party and I'm fresher than some Lysol. Alright, now I'm gonna go for the water. How we doing so far? Good? Wow. I definitely drank too much water before going on set, but I think I've depleted enough of it sweating. So I'm gonna get some of it back, but we'll take a sip here. And so yeah, first couple of songs I did, Parts, that's about a therapy that I really believe in called internal family systems, which was developed by Chicago and Boston by bi-coastal kind of therapist, Dick Schwartz. And that's there's a phrase in the therapy where you say, you all have parts, and we're all trying to reach what is known as critical mass of self in trying to obtain a sense of energy that is untouched and not formed by anything but what you take in before you even took any of the world in. So that's why I try to get back to people, and we're going to get into this next song here. This song, we put out a video for it over the winter called Black Tar. I wrote it about how people don't gaslight you, they inject into you, and you end up holding on to that. And I thought that was interesting. You left me traumatized for a moment. Hey, yo, that's all it was. Yo, I'm tired of trauma. Shit really sucks. You think a dude in therapy is hot? I think it's sexy to not be personality disorder. Everyone's got baggage. Hey, yo, what the fuck y'all doing? The fact is, trauma's still here. Can't dispute it. I'm there. Don't overshare over the phone. I don't care for it, but care for you. I'm too caught up, but I can't let go. Heart syncopated, but we're off tempo. Fire signs, drenched water, trench coats hung up on me. Hear your echo. Who said it best? Protect your neck. I'm permeable. Ticker tape on my head. Then again, I wish you all the best. Just know this ain't the end of the verse though. At your precipice, saw your ugliness. Taking this on isn't what I wrestled with. I tell myself you're a bad person, cause the alternative I can't come to terms with. Yo, can't call you it. Guess life's a bitch. Opened up, now I'm stuck with a bag of shit. And Jack next to kin, seen worst of it. Kiss a dirty gin, black tar, heroin. Yo, tell me lies, never get the fix. Press against my lips, inject skin. We can get it in, oh, we can get it in. We can get it in, yo, we can get it in, Tell me lies, never get to fix. Press against my lips, inject skin. We can get it in, oh, we can get it in. We can get it in, yo, we can get it in. You left me upset for a moment, that's all it was. Yo, I'm tired of trauma, shit that it does. You never went to therapy. I tried even though I know everything you hide. I hope you're alright, carry baggage, mass lady in good grief. I cover my ears so I don't hear you scream underneath all this pain. We're feeling emo as I wither away. Your vein erodes, I'm too caught up, but I can't let go. Cheap tabs open, but won't check though. Blood money, still signed, checks grow. Hung up fault lines, we're tearing thresholds. You said it best that I ever met. Sit and lay in bed so I end up depressed. Then again, I wish you all the best. Cursed energy, you're just like a Scorpio. Arch your back a bit, arch nemesis. I bite through stone, now my flesh just a brick. I can't relate to a bad person. A record contract I'd rather come to terms with. But the other day, I met your evil twin. Now there's more of you, it makes me sad as shit. Keep it moving cause I ain't giving in. Addicted to your grip, black tar, heroin. Yo, tell me lies, never get my fix. Press against my lips, inject skin. We can get it in, oh, we can get it in. We can get it in, yo, we can get it in. Tell me lies, never get to fix. Press against my limbs, inject skin. We can get it in, oh, we can get it in. We can get it in, yo, we can get it in, do two more for y'all, and then we're gonna get off stage and we'll do the interview here. Let's see what I'm gonna do. So one of my favorite artists in the city goes by an artist that a lot of people know named Jesse the Tree. Just got signed to Strange Famous Records about a year ago. Released his album the other day, Pigeon Man, which is an undeniable classic. And this is a song that he produced for me. We have this song called Error, which is one of my favorite songs. Actually, I think we're going to do this one instead. I think this is going to be a good one here. I'm going to do this. This song's called Magic. I wrote this about the movie The Holiday, and I love it so much. I remember falling back in love, it was magic. But I fell back into old habits, not up on time, applying for jobs. I don't give a fuck, I'll bump Teddy and Nas. Maybe that's all I'll ever be, a great MC who lacks the consistencies to adapt. Maybe I'll live check to check, house to home, give back to people, never back loans. That's why I stand out in the cold, going 4 for 4 with a suede jacket on. Motherfuckers wanna say I'm not good enough. My ex ain't coming down that driveway on Xmas Day. She was correct, but that just meant I gotta perfect it. My hands are frozen, I gotta come inside. I'm not the nicest, but I'm still kind. The kind of person you wanna create. The kind of person looking back you relate. The kind of make magic and blow you away. Cause it's the magic of feeling we'll never escape. That's the magic. Stay with me. A feeling I'll never escape, that's the magic. A feeling we'll never escape, that's the magic. A feeling I'll never escape, that's the magic. A feeling I'll never escape, that's the magic. Hey yo, say it. A feeling I'll never escape, that's the magic. A feeling we'll never escape, that's the magic. A feeling I'll never escape, that's the magic. That's the magic.
How did you know? He let you go. This is not a hard one to figure out. Iris, in the movies we have leading ladies, and we have the best friend. You, I can tell, are a leading lady, but for some reason you're behaving like the best friend.
You're so right. You're supposed to be the leading lady of your own life, for God's sake. Arthur, I've been going to a therapist for 3 years. She's never explained anything to me that well. That was brilliant. Brutal, but brilliant. Thank you.
Hey yo, this is my last song. This song's called The Body Keeps the Score too. I wrote this about the book called The Body Keeps the Score, which was written by Bessel van der Kolk, which I think is one of the most important books people should read about undoing trauma. Motif magazine did an article about this song that I did. This is about my story with it. And we're gonna feel some things. Hey yo, I'm gonna need everyone to yell on this one. Part 2. Jack. Fast 2 lines. Pace I walk in, yeah, feel so numb. Damn, see on my tongue. Yo, colors run. Fuck, I'm hungry. Bright lights, say nothing. Gain what's taken from me. Yeah, fill my cup, drive up. Don't budge, throw up. Just once, crave too much. Overcome, this sucks. Only one, save me some. Take its toll, save my soul. Can't play games no more. Tell me, fine all up. Till you let me go. Feel comatose, losing control. Yo, out of comfort zones. Zone out with ghosts. Ghosts those I know. No, I'm alone. Pyramid scheme, keep believing. Chasing dreams, overeating. Crash straws, barely breathing. Leaning off it, pretending I ignore. It's not all about the numbers, but we're tired of keeping score. I'm tired of keeping score, yo. I'm tired of keeping score, yo. I'm tired of keeping score, yo. The body keeps score, yo. Dust to dawn, what is risen? Neural pathways written in my limbic system. Dawn to dust, what is missing? Neural pathways written in my limbic system. Take out lines, pace I walk out, yeah, try to run, fuck, can't keep up, yeah, feel so lonely, damn, maybe hungry, bright lights, late night, I just wanna eat something, yeah, truck comes up, bar soda, had enough, don't throw up, once again, ate too much, come over, till they suck, just get help, save yourself, take a break, wash my way, can't play no more games, tell me, hide all alone, how I let you go, feel comatose, losing control, heavily withdrawn, feeling withdrawal, full lines withdrawn, no it's my fault, pyramid scheme, keep believing, chasing dreams, needing healing, if I can't ease the pain, go insane, start feeding off my emotions, still I wonder, is it about the numbers, but we're tired of keeping score, yo. I'm tired of keeping score, yo. I'm tired of keeping score, yo. I'm tired of keeping score, yo. The body keeps score, yo. Dust to dawn, what is risen? Neural pathways written in my limbic system. Dawn to dust, what is missing? Neural pathways written in my limbic system. Yo, hey yo, I'm tired of keeping score, yo. I'm tired of keeping score, body keeping score, try to keep it score, yo. The body keeps score, body keeps score, yo. Dusk to dawn, what is risen? Neural pathways written in my limbic system. Dawn to dust, what is missing? Neural pathways written in my limbic system. Thank you guys, my name is DRENT. What we're doing here and what I'm trying to do as a dream, but also just to impact people's lives. You can follow me on everything. DRENT Party, DrentParty.bandcamp.com for the music, Drent on Spotify, DRENT. Thank you for Motif Magazine for doing this part of the podcast so far. Shout out to Edibles. Shout out to Lisa in the back slinging drinks. Shout out to the Parlour. Thank you very much. Forever onward. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Gary Janzinski from Motif Magazine here at the Parlour in Providence, brought to you by Trinity Brewhouse, R1 Karting, and Gray Sail in Westerly. We're here with DRENT from Providence,
Hello. Yes, correct. Providence, Pawtucket.
a
So, yeah.
local rapper.
Yeah.
So right into it. How long you been doing music?
So I started making music at 16. So about half.
How old are you now?
32. I'm gonna be 32 in 3 months.
Half of your life.
Yeah. So literally
Half of your
about half
life.
my life. I ended up going to a school in New Hampshire. Just kind of finished school early, and I ended up. It's funny. Like the first beat I ever rapped to was like, you remember when Soulja Boy like was first on YouTube, the Crank That? Someone just had the instrumental on the CD and was like, oh, yo, Owen, you write poetry. You should just try to make a rhyme out of it. And I don't know. I just literally sat in the lunchroom all day.
How old were you at that point?
I was 16. Yeah,
16.
literally 16. And I literally was just like, I just sat in a lunchroom, just played the CD on my little computer, and I just wrote, and I just was hooked. I was just
And
like,
rap was your first entry into music?
well, besides playing piano, I used to play piano like in my early teens, but I can't play piano now. I wish I like had kept up with that.
Were you forced to play piano?
No,
or did
I
you-
genuinely loved it. Like I genuinely just, it's just. I mean, I was forced to speak French for 8 years, you know, in terms of going to Catholic school and stuff like that. But
I'm an artist as well, so I'm always more interested in the inspiration and why you do it, why you did that song, why you wrote that song, and we were listening to your songs. There was a lot of personal stuff in there, but there was also, you know, the drugs and the sex and all that rap. But I can see your personal message.
yeah, so it's definitely just like one of the first reasons like I ever started rapping was because I was just super quiet, you know, and I just was like, I didn't know how to like communicate to people like in like just regular life, you know what I mean? So I just rap just made sense to me. I think it's always made sense to me. Hip hop has always made sense to me. It's just like
Poetry.
a culture and just everything. And so,
Who pushed you to rap first?
who pushed me to rap? Honestly, I was about a year before I really started being up in New Hampshire. I was just writing raps secretly, but I was afraid to tell my parents because I thought they like super, you know, just like kind of religious
Against
background.
it?
Like thought it
Were
was.
they?
Yeah,
when
so
you
I
came
grew up
out?
in American
When
Baptist.
you came
home.
out as a rapper?
Yeah, you know, it's like it's so.
Were they negative or positive?
My parents have always been pretty, I think, supportive at the end of the day. You know, I think at the end of the day, want me to just be able to sustain my life and be independent. But I think overall, my mom is pretty cool. At least once a year, she'll get something of mine that's like I did something or I made something, and she'll frame it. So she's really dope. So
Is there any other creative outlets that you have?
really, no. I feel like the JPEG Mafia quote. Like, if I didn't know how to rap, like I'd be in jail. Like, you know what I mean? But not
Yeah.
literally. But yeah, this all I love to do is just rap, write songs. But a big creative outlet for me within the music that I make, which has a lot to do with therapy and therapy models. Like, I love going to therapy. I love just working on myself. I'm gonna be in therapy not because I necessarily will feel like I need to my entire life, but I feel like I'm always improving. I'm always trying to learn stuff. So I guess a big outlet for me within music is just reading a lot of books and trying to just read up on articles and studies that have come up about certain behaviors and stuff like that. But I definitely enjoy that, and I'm a big vinyl collector too.
Yeah.
I mean, so I love collecting vinyl, and
Do you convert any of the classic albums into a rap or a background
so
music?
so me and Jesse the Tree, we haven't really announced it yet, but I don't know. Have you heard the artist Haley Hendrix at all? So
heard of, but not
So
heard.
yeah, so she has an album called "I Need to Start a Garden," which is like one of my favorite folk records like ever, and it's just such a like just dark, harrowing, just gut wrenching record. But it's like 8 songs, and me and Jesse the Tree sometime next year will be putting out the hip hop version of that. We took every song and sampled it, and we're gonna make it into this album. So we're gonna really see. We're gonna try to be experimental with it and see how it goes. But yeah, Haley Hendrix is a big influence on me as a folk
But do you
artist.
do that with everything? Listen to a song on the radio, like, oh, I'm gonna do something like
Yeah,
that?
so I
or-
don't necessarily know how to sample. I don't know how to make beats. I just think like for me, I don't have.
Who does that for you?
You know, so the main 3 producers that I work with, one is Tony Mahoney, who's from the UK. So he's a big producer for like a lot of like UK like Wu-Tang affiliates and stuff like that. And then the other 2 producers I work with, one being Teddy Andreas, who did some of the production on the newer stuff that we did mid-set, and he's a big artist out in LA, and I ended up just kind of meeting him through Instagram, just making funny moments, like where I would just play his music and be on working for Amazon and being like, screw this, I hate my job, but I'm listening to Teddy Andreas. And we linked up, and so he did my last full EP, which was Lawyer Fees, which is kind of just this legal battle thing where I wrote about like having a case and the steps of a legal process
In rap
form. So he did all that, and then the other two people I
You
really
can do
work
like
with,
directions to things in rap.
yeah, you know what I mean? It's like almost like directing, like kind of creating like a
Assembling
visual.
this refrigerator.
You know what I mean? So I ended up, so the other two people I mainly work with, Zobian, who did the parts two, the second part of parts, he's really dope, and he's a big guy for a lot of people. And then the other two people really be Lewis Morris out of Providence in Boston. He's just OG, legend, creative guy, my best friend, and then this other cat, Sub 45 from Florida. So he did like the Flirtation Device song that we did, which
So
is just,
only one in Providence that you would have met.
yeah, you know,
Everybody
yeah.
else
So
was
Instagram
Instagram
the internet is a powerful place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't even feel like I utilize the internet the way I should. Like I feel like if I were to put out The Body Keeps the Score 2, like if you watch the video, it's very like graphic with like eating disorder content, and it's as raw as it gets. And I feel like if I put like a clip of that somehow, like it could potentially be shared. But I just get so in my head sometimes about being like, you know, is that the way I want people to find my music? But then it's just like, I don't know, some of the best music I find is literally just because Spotify like just shuffled the song and then you find someone, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, it's a follow-up to somebody else's YouTube link you've been watching.
yeah.
That is obvious in songs I heard. That's your biggest message, the eating and all that. Is there any other big?
Yeah, I mean,
messages?
so like The Body Keeps the Score, like the book by Bessel van der Kolk is a big influence on me. So like the song Black Tar that we did, that was kind of like tell me lies, never get the fix. My therapist was telling me the story because he does a lot of work with people with personality disorders, and that's something that like I'm pretty passionate about, like especially learning about the borderline and stuff like that, borderline personality disorder. And he told me about he just had someone that tried to like touch him in a session and be like, you're a bad person and you're not a good therapist. And he said like the way the person like poked them, it was like almost like they were injecting him with something. And I just heard that story, and he was like, yo, people don't gaslight, they make you encode it. They gets injected into you and you hold on to that. It's like a dirty feeling. And I was like, this is crazy. I gotta like write a song about this.
How long did it take you to go write that down?
Honestly, so I was working at Subway last summer, and I literally just like wrote that probably in like 6 days. I literally just on my breaks was just like, and we didn't really get breaks there, but it was like a couple people wouldn't come in for a sandwich. Like, let me just write these bars real quick. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I still have songs that I'm working on that are 12 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, I still just, I'm like, I'll get to it. You know?
Well, that's a good segue. So, do you think I'm going to write a song about this, or you just take all these pieces you've been catching on for how long and then blend them?
Definitely,
over
the feel of the
years?
beat is a big thing for me. I definitely think I pull like any person. Like if you're having a good day or you're having a bad day, like that's gonna affect possible days ahead, or just a story you tell to a friend, or the content that you choose to reveal to whoever, your therapist, your mom, your dad, or if a cop pulls you over, just like, I'm having a bad day, you know what I mean? But like, but yeah, it's just, I definitely think the feel of the beat, just kind of what I'm going through
Which
in the
you
moment.
don't do the beat.
No, I don't. No, and I wish I did.
So
honestly,
you're doing all this without a beat in your head.
No, so I mean, usually I'll write to a beat that's sent to me or that someone made for me. But also too, there are times where like I'll literally, one of my big influences for someone who never really wrote over the production of anything, there was a hardcore band called The Chariot, and Josh Scoggin was the vocalist, and he was in a band called Norma Jean 2 on the first record. And he notoriously on the album Fiance, because the Fiance album sounds so like gut-wrenching but just off, like it doesn't sound, and he literally just wrote the lyrics before they wrote the whole album. And I tend to just would be like, let me write these 16 bars or a couple bars, and then if I get a beat, I'll be like, oh yeah, that actually might fit to that. But most times if I write something and then I try to put it to a beat, it doesn't really work. It has to like that. I never take verses that I write, and if they don't go to a certain beat, I probably never use them. I probably have a a binder's worth of material, like a college binder's worth of material of just verses I've written, and they're probably dope to me, or they were dope at a certain point, but like if they didn't fit to this one specific song file, I'll never use them. So I'm always just...
They're dead to you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, like literally, you know, my man Lewis Morris has a poem where he talks about how his like teeth are like a graveyard, you know, and like they...
Well, at
like,
some point you'll go back.
You know, and yeah, literally. So I mean, yeah, but you like, you know, you become part of the life cycle, but it's like, you know, they're never really recycled. They just become a different thing, and it's whether you use them or not. So, you know what I mean? But yeah.
What do you listen to? Is it all rap?
So I definitely listen to a good amount of hip hop, but I'm definitely a punk, hardcore. I say a classy crust punk. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, so, I definitely love grindcore, noise, thrash, punk. Like Page 99 is a big influence for me. A lot of bands in Providence are really dope. Like Matt from Illuminate My Heart Records, like Amite is really good. Worst Days, you know, they were really, really good. Trying to think of bands that are like iconic to me. I mean, it's let me just kind of go through real quick. Like Me and Him Call It Us. That was like a 2-piece noise band. They were great. Obviously,
it's hard to keep track of all over.
Yeah, you know, that the Me and Him Call It Us, they always wore like Providence band shirts, but they were from Georgia. You know, they were like Savannah area, and just like Botch is a big influence. You know, Botch was huge, and obviously they just came back for one song for the new repress of their records. But Botch, and obviously like my music mentor from New Hampshire, Joe Brown. He's been like my best friend up there for like 16 years, recorded a lot of my early stuff. He was in a band called the World Series, and that was a big influence on just my sound, kind of like Psyopus and stuff like that.
Is Jesse changing your sound at all?
Yeah, Jesse did he did the joint that we did tonight called Magic, you know, and I honestly, I was going through a breakup last Christmas, like 3 days before Christmas. It just ended, and he just sent me a pack of beats, and we wrote like an EP in like 48 hours, like the day of Christmas. He just was like, "Here's this beat." Sent them a voice memo. He's like, "That's good." So we've recorded most of this other EP that's gonna probably come out sometime around Christmas. I have a lot of cool things I want to do with that, but you know, Jesse's. Jesse's, you know, hard to get in touch with. Dave's like harder to get in touch with than the president.
I like his rap song where he's talking about home, smoking dope, TV on, subtitles, playing with his cats.
Oh,
and
yeah, that's the clarity.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's.
But that line of watching TV on subtitles, I was like, wow, that must have really give you some good.
No,
lines.
he's one of the, I think, the greatest out. And his influence, like, to me, never what I would compare him to, because they're just two totally different people in a way. But Milo is a big, he's a rapper that was part of the group Hellfire Club, like Open Mike Eagle, those people, No Can Do, and West Coast. But Milo is just like that kind of obscure kind of artistic rap, and just very focused on like the linguistics and the language and how it's said, but also being abstract but like totally clear with your choice of words. So big influence on me. And also too, someone that got me, just to give a shout out to like the Long Island area, but All One, Bruce Pandolfo, All One. I probably wouldn't have met any of the people in hip hop that I've met if it wasn't for him. I mean, I was just a little 22-year-old, 21-year-old that never had really left Rhode Island, and we played shows across New York, and he was just he's one of my best, he's my best friend.
Of big national recording acts, who do you like and don't like?
Who do I like and don't? I mean, I really been bumping Cardi B a lot recently. Love Cardi B. Just trying to think of who I mean.
Lyrics or sound or what?
I just love the way she says her accent, the way she kind of rolls her R's and says things a little bit differently. You know, Teddy Andreas, I'd put in that mid to famous kind of level. He would be someone, but I love Drake. I feel like for me, like I tell people all the time, I just want to be like therapeutic Drake. You know, I want to, honestly, my goal, if I could do it and sustain it, is to just wake up in a different city every couple of days and work with at-risk youth and work with people either on the spectrum or at-risk youth, for people in, you know, urban cities and with trauma, and be able to work with them, rap with them, do whatever, not get paid for it, totally volunteer, and then at night just play for 500 to 1,000 people, and just you know,
It's
just
a good dream.
you know, yeah, like I just want to. I
So
want
you
to.
don't have any process. You don't have to sit in a chair. You don't.
Yeah,
have
no,
to,
I definitely sit in a chair. There's a lot of hours.
There's not a particular throne-like
no,
chair that you
I'll
have to
definitely
have?
tell you that I spend a lot of time driving. Like I will just drive through Providence. I will go to exit 21, go back to 27. I mean, it's not really that long if you take this, you know. But I will go in circles from south
And
out
you're
of.
rapping at the time,
And
or
I'm
you're just listening?
I'm listening to music. I'm rapping. It's something about. I love driving. I'm definitely gas prices for me. And, you know, it's not that it's not a problem, but I love to drive, and I've wasted probably. I don't get good mileage out of my tires. They don't last that long. You know what I mean? But
I can't remember what some famous, old, late '80s rapper. He went and listened to all his music in somebody's car because they had a monster system.
Yeah.
So the car has a.
Yeah,
thing
they say the
to a lot
car
of
mix
people.
is going to be crucial.
But it's
you know?
enclosed. It's like the bathroom is another recording
Yeah.
place that a lot of people are recording.
Yeah, I've seen. I mean, it's crazy too. You mentioned bathrooms. I've seen people make home studios out of the closet.
Exactly.
You know, literally,
Well,
like
the
they got their
acoustics in the
they
bathroom
got their
is really good.
clothes and yeah. I mean, it's like. Yeah, but I love to drive, and when we went on tour, it was me and my duo Ill Words at the time, and it was me, the homie, the homie Clean Cut at the time, and then DJ Kellen, who's very integrated in Providence and now the Tampa scene down in Florida, and we just went to the Canadian border and back for like 11 days
What's the
and
farthest
played.
you've been away?
and-
Touring.
Yeah, just like literally just went. We got an offer to just play like 9 or 11 shows in 14 days, and we just went, slept on people's couches.
From where to where, though?
From Providence all the way to Winooski, Vermont, Portland, Maine, a couple New Hampshire shows, Canadian border. We were up there like by Burlington too and everything.
Northeast.
And then and so it was a good time.
Is
And
there
then
where you want to go to tour?
I would honestly, my dream show, and I know it sounds really weird, but for me, if I could play an abandoned factory for like 10 people in Detroit, that would be.
Detroit.
I would just there's something about my friend All1 went on tour to Detroit, and he said and at the time, this is before they've kind of rebuilt it to maybe a little bit better. But I love Detroit rap. I'll be honest, like RMC Mike, he has such a deep voice. It literally sounds like 10 ashtrays are in his throat. Like it's just crazy. But a lot of Detroit rappers I love, and the beats are kind of funky. They're weird, and they're always just kind of sounds like they're
rock and rap, but they've had a lot of evolutions, and Detroit always does something weird with it.
Yeah, you know, and so
MC5 was like beginning punk, and they changed a lot.
yeah, and just like Detroit in general has always kind of had, I think, you know, it's it Midwest, is it East Coast? You know, like people don't really consider it like
And
necessarily.
very looked down on.
Yeah, you know, and I
city
mean, my
of
friend
people.
my friend All1 went, and he got like food served to him in a proof
Did you
window.
like 8 Mile?
Yo, like it was around that area. It was somewhere. It was really
Like
grand.
the movie. Did you like the movie?
Yeah, love the movie. I mean,
My son likes that one a
you
lot.
can't. I mean, I know a lot of people now. It's easy to clown someone like Eminem, but I think people forget. Like, I remember like him just being like, and now it's like I said, you can dissect his career and be like, oh, he raps this way, or people, you know stories about him and the freestyle battles and all that. But like, just he was so big. You know what I mean? It's like someone said recently, you know, like the fame that Kanye has now was even without social media, like around that time, M had that before any of this.
Well, it's tail
kinda,
end of
you know,
MTV.
MTV, VH1, you know, and just like
that was a tail end.
you know,
of
and it
videos.
just was just so like he was just so big. I mean, like I just like it's almost like one of Joe Bruce's videographers, Rome. He talked about Kanye, Eminem. They have this Leonardo da Vinci-esque kind of fame where like, you know, Da Vinci would do something, walk out in public, and people would just follow him. It's like, you know, this sort of Mandela kind of thing where he's leaving prison and people are just, you know, chasing after him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, you know, it has that. I think fame, especially in the context of human life, it's all relative. You know what I mean? You could be, I mean, back then, the British Empire was not really around the whole globe, but it was enough. You know what I mean? But
well, never set.
yeah, you know,
on the
it was
English
enough to make that.
The sun
that-
never set on the
yeah,
English Empire.
but it's crazy to just think of the
You
fame.
mentioned rap battles. Do you do that?
No, I don't think I really have the skin sometimes to take that. So honestly, I went to a bunch of rap battle events in my 20s, and one of the reasons I kind of stopped going was there was an event that was really big. It was in Boston. And this guy who won, like, basically the championship that night, this dude was like, dad was like dying. And I remember people going up to him and kind of booing him and being like he was the out-of-towner and stuff like that. But he, in my opinion, he clearly won 2 out of 3 rounds. But people were just like, yo, man, sorry about your dad, but you lost. And I was just kind of like a weird, like, I'm like, yo, I know hip-hop is hip-hop, but, like, people got, like, real things going on. You know what I mean? And that was a kind of a point where I was like, I remember just talking to this dude in the club, and he was like, I just can't believe that he won. I'm just like, it's not that serious. You know what I mean? It's so, I just think for me, that kind of made me just lose interest. You know what I mean? But,
when was that? How long ago was that?
That was about 2 years ago, 3 years ago. But, you know, but battle rap since then, I mean, it's gotten even bigger. Drake's involvement with everything. And now they have the channel Caffeine, which is, you know, just basically doing a lot of what is known as the Ultimate Rap Leagues, URLs, battles, and everything. So, you know, it's like it's getting to a point now where battle rap, if you don't have certain apps, they don't drop the battles on the internet. So it's like subscription service, and I mean, it's a whole market, and it's just crazy to think what it started as. Whether it was, you know, Scribble Jam in the early 2000s and even before that, but just like just what it is now. There's so much money and investments. It's like you can literally be it's wild. So many opportunities. It's a great culture. No shade on the culture. Just I think after a certain point, you know, I wanted to go create other things and watch other things.
So what's next for you? You got a show coming? Do you have an album coming?
Yeah, but like I said, we got a couple albums. Probably a Jesse the Tree DRENT EP produced by Jesse the Tree in sometime in Christmas time. I'm dropping.
How many do you have now? How many albums?
So I'm about 6 albums ahead.
Nice.
I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, all of
What are the names?
Well, some of them are unnamed, but I have one called Lost Cause, another one called Without. We're gonna do like with / and then out as one of them. I'm working on it. I put out an EP this past winter called Salvation, and we're gonna do Salvation 2. So that's in the works with my man Sub 45 from Florida.
What are all the services they can hear you on?
So you can go anywhere. DRENTparty.bandcamp.com is the main one. At DRENT Party for all social media. YouTube is a big thing too for me, so DRENT, and if you type in do DRENT Party on YouTube, or you just type in DRENT, you'll be able to find songs like The Body Keeps the Score, Body Keeps the Score 2, Black Tar, Midnight Mooring, stuff like that. So
Show coming up soon?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honestly, so I'm gonna be booking a couple shows here hopefully in the fall.
Parlour? You mean?
I'm gonna do the Parlour. Yeah, I really want to get some stuff popping here. Like I said, I like to play a mixed bill, so I really want to play with like some of my best friends in the world, like from Grizzlies and Delco, you know, people like that who are just like some of my biggest influences in terms of just I love listening to them, love playing with them. And yeah, so we're gonna do some stuff here. I got an open mic on Wednesday here. I usually go on first or second.
Yeah.
So ran by Steve Donovan. I think it's a really good open mic, and people really listen. It's a good studio. It's a good space here. So yeah, and I'm gonna and also Josh. I don't know if you know Josh from Righteous Outburst Records. So he's local in here. He's from Providence, but he's gonna potentially be booking a tour for me. We're gonna try to go kind of Midwest, and I'm also thinking about maybe doing Europe next year. Like I really wanna. Yeah, I have my friend All One and I.
Jesse just went, right?
Yeah, Jesse. Well, Jesse was actually not in Europe, but he was. He toured with the poet Providence, Jared Paul, like 3-4 years ago. They went to like Budapest, like just and met Sage for like in Switzerland and France and all that. So that's how they kind of connected with Sage when Sage was doing his thing out in Europe with Epic Beerman with B. Dolan. But yeah, I really want to just go to Europe too, just to eat good food. You know, for real, but you know, and have like Tostino's pizza rolls that don't taste chemically, and now you're supposedly you can eat kids' cuisines and lose weight.
Good food, yeah.
You know, so yeah, I'm really gonna try to go to Europe next year for a week or two. I really just want to play, and a big influence of someone who made me want to make that decision is Miles Bullen, who's signed to Fake 4 Inc., and that was he finally went to Europe after a couple cancellations with COVID, and just seeing him play these indie shows, I'm just like, man, I want to do that too. And I think it's really attainable. You just have to be smart about it, and you gotta live day to day sometimes, but it can be a lot of fun. You know what I mean? So
well, thank you very much, Trent.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, The Parlour. Thank you, Gray Sale. Thank you, R1. Thank you, Trinity Brew House. Between the Notes, Motif Magazine.
Thank you. Forever onward.